Yo, what is up, Scorpio? How are you all doing? It is time for your mid-month reading for February 2024. Mid-month readings is where I check to see if there was a change of timelines. So these are actually next to the main monthly reading. These are my favorite. I like these. We got a couple of things to talk about real quick before we get started, though. I'm going to make it as quick as possible. For those of you who may have noticed, I've changed some things up a little bit. Not only have I completely rearranged my studio, but I've been doing all the signs out of order. Have you noticed that? Well, I decided to bring back my little sign selector. So at the end of each video, I roll this little dude right here, and it tells us which sign is up next. However, when it came down to your video here, there was only two. There was only you and Virgo. So at the end of the last video, I flipped a coin, and it was heads for Scorpio, tails for Virgo, and heads came up. So that's why I'm doing your video now. But that's what we're bringing back. So, for those of you who would like to find out about scheduling personal readings, please check in the description box of this video. Also, all of the career and finance videos are now available on my website. And for those of you who like to watch every video I put up, there's even a bundle package if you're interested in that. All that information is down in the description of this video. All right, let's jump into this. I'm starting this off with the person from the past. Person from the past. Did timelines change between Scorpio and the person from the past? If timelines changed, did they change for the better or for the worse? Let's see. It's not looking like one wants to jump. Oh, there it is. Oh, Three of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. Let's get three shuffles here. One, two more. All right. Three of Swords. I'm feeling like there's some third party in the mix here now. Well, I mean, technically, if y'all aren't together anymore, it's not a third party, but there's somebody else in the picture. I don't know if they're already in a relationship or if you are already in a relationship, but there's somebody else in the picture. Somebody else in the picture. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking this person wants to apologize. They just don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to start a conversation with you. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, both reversed. So this person does keep a very close eye on you, okay? And I think they're still holding on to a little bit of bitterness, and they're still a little bit pissed off about whatever it was that went down. But no, they have not fully moved on from this. For those of you wondering. Now, does that mean that there is going to be a reconciliation attempt? No, not necessarily. This person could be waiting for you to let your guard down before they decide to approach you. Maybe that's why they don't really know how to approach you. Waiting for you to let your guard down. So, okay. Could be an Aries for some of you. I also have Leo, Cancer. Could be a fellow Scorpio. I also have Pisces here. Okay. Well, let's see what their intentions are at the deepest level. What are their deepest intentions? Person from the past Scorpio dealt with. Person Scorpio had past history with. What were their intentions? How do they feel about you at the deepest level? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions? They're still holding a grudge. They still pissed off. So obviously they feel some type of way, or they wouldn't be holding a grudge. You don't hold a grudge when you have no feelings, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Empress though, so I do think this person is still attracted to you, and the Ten of Cups. So at the end of the day, I don't think they ever really wanted this to come to an end. I don't think so. Now, we got this Devil card here. So if you dealt with somebody who had some kind of addiction issue, and you're wondering if they've gotten any better, no, they have not. And if that resonates with you, and you dealt with somebody that had an addiction problem, when the Devil card comes out in the upright, that means to me it's getting worse. So, I mean, they're still walking away from this, though. They're still walking away from this. Maybe they're just ashamed. Maybe they're just ashamed and embarrassed, you know? It's kind of what this feels like to me. Especially for those of you who dealt with somebody who, you know, maybe their addiction or whatever is what it was that was getting in the way. It was something that was a direct result maybe of their addiction. I know that's not everybody. But for those of you who dealt with an addiction in the relationship, this person knows, and they're embarrassed and they're ashamed. So they're walking away because I just feel like either way, regardless, this person kind of feels ashamed. They feel like they failed. Okay. Anything else? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Also have Taurus here. Okay, well, let's see. Are they taking any action? So far, it doesn't look like it, but let's double check just to make sure. Are they taking action? Are they taking any kind of action towards you? Any kind of action? No, just giving you the silent treatment, basically. Basically, the silent treatment. Okay, what's the advice then? What's the best advice? Oh, man, 5 of Wands. Of course, that also kind of depends on how recent this was for you. For those of you who are dealing with a situation that just recently came to an end, meaning within the past 2 months, 3 months max, I would hold off a little bit on this. I would hold off a little bit on this because, I mean, see, look, Devil card again. I would hold off on this. I mean, the energy is still too tense and too thick and too heavy between the two of you. Yeah. Now, for those of you who are not dealing with a situation that recently ended, there's still some healing that needs to be done here. There's still some healing that needs to be done with this. I would highly recommend making peace with the past as much as you possibly can before you connect with this person, or they are going to trigger the shit out of you. If you don't do some healing, you don't make peace with the past, you're not able to release the grudge, if you're not able to get rid of that energy that you're still holding in regards to this person is going to trigger the shit out of you. So, okay, again, man, I know it's not everybody, but I feel like it's more than a couple of you dealt with somebody that has some kind of addiction problem. And beware, no, this person is not getting clean. No, they are not doing anything to get the situation under control. So let me give you an example. Let's say when you was with them, every day after work, they had to go to the bar and get a few drinks, right? And that's when y'all were together. Well, now they're drinking first thing in the morning when they wake up type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's getting worse. It's getting worse. All right, let's look at singles. Singles and the person that you're interested in. Have timelines changed? If so, did they change for the better or for the worse? Singles. Poor communication. I mean, there may not be any communication for some of you, but for those of you who are in communication with this person, communication looks kind of awkward and not all that. I don't know. I just feel awkward tension and just awkward is the only thing that I can think to call that. I am kind of feeling though like I'm feeling like you all are going to attempt a relationship. I think a relationship is going to be attempted. But guess what card came out again, Scorpio? What is going on with this? What is going on with this? So I think that you all are going to attempt to get something going. But this is the only thing that kind of concerns me. Along with the King of Wands in the reverse. So with the 10 of Cups reversed right in the heart of the spread, looks like it is mainly turning out to be a sex-based connection. And this person is just not connecting with you on an emotional level with that King of Swords energy showing there. They're just not. They are not. And again, communication is terrible between the two of you. I don't even think the two of you speak the same vibrational language. I don't think so. I don't think so. Death card reverse. Somebody here is still hung up on somebody from the past? Okay. I think this person is an immature game player. Be careful with this person, dude. Page of Wands reverse. Knight of Wands reverse. King of Wands in the reverse. Be careful with this person here. I'm telling you what, be careful. Let's look at their energy and their intentions. Let's at least see if they have good intentions at the deepest level. Or, maybe they're a little bit lost, a little bit misguided, maybe possibly. What are their intentions at the deepest level? Do they have good intentions and are just misguided? Or are they just straight up fucking playing around? What's going on here? What's going on? 3 of Pentacles reverse. So I don't think they have near the feelings for you that you do for them with the Ace of Cups reversed. I do think that, I think they do want a serious, happy relationship. They do. They do want a relationship. They do want something serious. What the fuck, man? 4th time in a row? In a row? 4th different deck? Every time I pull a new spread, I grab a different deck. And this card keeps coming out. What is going on, man? So, I think that at the deepest level, I think they have good intentions. This may be just the type of person that will just jump straight into a relationship with the first person they can get their hands on and just hope and pray and wish that it works out, even though I don't really think they have quite the feelings that you do. Could be an Aries for some of you. Also have Capricorn here. Maybe for some of you, they want to jump into a relationship as quick as possible to help get over their ex. And that is not a smart fucking thing to do. That ain't no smarter than running to the bar and getting drunk because you're stressed out and you can't handle it. I get it. We've all done it. I'd be lying like a sumbitch if I said I've never done that. But that ain't smart, is it? No. It's not smart to run to the bar and get drunk because you can't handle your stress. And it's not smart to jump straight into a relationship because you can't handle the heartbreak. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. And I think that may be, for some of you, what this person's doing. We've all done it, though. All right, well, let's see how this situation is playing out in the first 30 days. How's it playing out? How's it playing out in the first 30 days? Oh, man, it's going to start weighing on you. Y'all aren't really connecting at the deepest level. Not really. Not connecting at that deep, deep, deep level. Yeah, man. 5 of Cups. 10 of Wands is starting to weigh on you. Things are moving really, really slow. And that deep emotional connection is just... it's just slow. Let's put it that way. You're repressing a lot of your feelings, and they're repressing a lot of their feelings. And you know what? I'm not even thinking that this person is 110% committed to this. Not 100%. I think in the back of their mind, they still have their options open. In the back of their mind. All right, what's the advice? What is the advice? Take it slow. Take things slow. I know that's easier said than done sometimes, but hang on, one more. Oh. Queen of Wands, set firm boundaries. And establish an emotional connection. Okay, that starts with communication. That starts with being able to articulate your emotions. And I know you're pretty good at that. I'm going to tell you a little secret. You're actually my favorite water sign out of all of them. I'm not a big water sign fan, dude. I'm just not. But Scorpio, you've always been my favorite water sign, you know. Y'all operate on a different wavelength than Pisces and Cancer. So I don't think you should have an issue with that. But just make sure, just take the time to make sure that connection is being established between both of you. That's what I would make. I would dedicate the first 30 days to nothing but that. Making sure that connection is established at the deepest level. See, we first come together and we're connected on the surface. Maybe a couple layers down, but we want to peel back a layer, peel back a layer, peel back a layer, peel back a layer, and keep connecting at deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper levels. Make sure that keeps happening. Don't just get attached to somebody when you're not connected at that deepest level, okay? That's how toxic shit ends up happening. We become really, really attached to somebody and we're only connected on the surface. I ain't really got a fucking clue what you got going on deep down in here and vice versa, you know? All right, let's see what's due to come in next. What's coming in next? What's the next contract due to come in? This is probably going to be something that comes in at an inconvenient time. When you got a lot of shit going on in your life. You're juggling all different kinds of stuff. You got the job, you got the family, you got maybe working overtime, maybe some of you got kids, you got all this other shit you're focused on. And it may it kind of feels to me like it may catch you off guard, even to the point where it might be a little bit inconvenient. Page of Swords. Y'all are going through a good talking phase, though. Ooh, man, 5 of Wands right off the rip. 5 of Wands right off the rip. Now, I can't tell who it is, but I'm thinking that miscommunications as a result of unhealed trauma are probably going to cause some disagreements right in the very beginning. in the very beginning. Now, who's that coming from? I don't know. Could be both of you, possibly. But yeah, miscommunication due to unhealed trauma from the past is leading to some serious misunderstandings in the beginning. But so far, I don't see any evidence here of foul play. I do not. So far, I do not. I do think that this person is falling very in love with you very quickly, and they aren't keeping it a secret. They're not being confusing or ambiguous about the way they communicate their feelings to you. Okay. You're making sure you don't miss any red flags, too. That's good. That's good. Okay, it could be a Virgo for some of you. Also have Aquarius here. I did. I did. All right. Let's see their intentions and their feelings. Their deepest feelings and intentions. Let's see. This may be the type of person that has a hard time taking accountability. Hang on a second. Get some good vibes in the air. Yeah, they may be the type of person that has a hard time taking accountability. You know, hang on. Maybe the type of person that doesn't like looking at the painful truth when it comes to situations. Yeah, they're kind of up in their head though, man. What always comes through every time I read a new connection? What always comes through? What's that? Death card reverse, 10 of Wands. Past vibrational baggage. Every time. Every time. So I think it might kind of scare this person how quickly they're falling in love with you. So they're trying to keep their cool. I don't think they're putting their walls up. I don't want to put it like that. I don't think they're putting their walls up. But they're trying to keep their cool and keep a level head while they're falling stupid in love with you. Yeah. King of Cups, King of Swords, Ace of Cups. It freaks them out a little bit, man. It freaks them out a little bit. Why would falling in love with someone freak somebody out? Because the last time they did that, they got hurt. Of course, every time. All right, this person's very, very, very materialistic, not in a bad way. I know that word kind of has negative connotations attached to it, but not in a bad way. I'm not saying that they're a bad person, but they are very, very, very concerned with their career and finance. Not bad intentions, though, I don't think. Maybe they had a bad reputation in the past. For those of you dealing with somebody that has a reputation in the past, I do feel like they are cleaning up their act. I do think so. They want something serious, long-term, stable, and committed. Okay, let's just get a couple of cards to see how this is playing out for the first 30 days. Just a couple of them. How's this playing out for the first 30 days? How's it playing out? Y'all are making very slow forward movement, but forward movement nonetheless. But you're starting to think that you're just wasting your time. Yeah. You're not even 100% sure if you should try to work on this. You're not making a solid decision on that yet, whether or not this is worth putting forth the work. What's the advice? Try to loosen up the mood a little bit, dude. Try to loosen up the mood a little bit. Now, I'm not saying, just stick your head in the sand and pretend that nothing could go wrong. I'm not saying just let somebody walk all over you, but we also don't want to be so tense and so demanding and so serious and so, it has to be like this, and you better treat me like this, and you better not do that, and I'm not putting up with this, and blah, 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 blah. I get all those things, but you don't have to carry that energy into the connection. You can just kind of keep the person at an arm's distance energetically, and just let's develop that friendship. How about that? Develop that friendship in the beginning. Make sure you develop a friendship. I'm not saying don't develop an emotional connection. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying ignore the emotional connection. I'm saying don't neglect the formation of a friendship. Don't neglect that. Don't allow the emotional attachment to become so heavy and so intense that you totally forget to even form a friendship with this person. See that shit happen all the time, man. See that shit happen all the time. Those new feelings when we get with a new person, that explosion of all these happy chemicals and oxytocin and dopamine and, all that explosion of sensations when we first connect with somebody new. And then that feeling will wear off. It will. It will. Even when the universe finally decides to deliver you the one divine life partner that it picked out for you, that in the beginning feeling will wear off. The question is, once that feeling wears off, what will be left? That's the question. What are we left with? You better have formed a friendship with this person. There better be a true, genuine, vibrational and emotional connection at the deepest level. Because if not, and you see it happen all the fucking time, dude. If not, when that feeling wears off, I'll tell you what you're left with. You're left with whatever vibrational state you were carrying when you first connected with that person. That's what you're left with. So if me and you just met, okay? Imagine me and you just met, okay? And I am currently, at this point in my life, vibrating at a low frequency of emptiness and loneliness and pain and heartache and sadness. And then here comes Scorpio into my life. Oh my God, you totally distract me from all of my pain. I don't think about none of my problems when I'm around you, because it creates this explosive pleasure response, right? So I attach to you, and I become attached to you because I am dependent on this connection that I have with you, because it distracts me from all that heartbreak that I was just experiencing before I met you, right? Well, after a while, that's going to wear off. You see where I'm going with this? And then once that wears off, now I'm left with the same vibration I was carrying when we first connected. That's why I tell y'all all the time, OG followers of mine, you've heard me say this, if I vibrate at the frequency of loneliness and brokenness, the only way that I can attract another person into my life is if that person matches the frequency of loneliness and brokenness. And then what do you think is going to happen if I decide to do that? What do you think is going to manifest? If I bring somebody into my life and we try to come together and build a foundation on the vibration of brokenness and loneliness, what do you think is going to manifest? Happiness and abundance? No. Loneliness and brokenness is what manifests between the two of us. Make sense? Make sure you form that solid friendship. Be sure y'all can be friends, man. I'm telling you right now. That is and I know a lot of people like to argue that point. I've heard so many people argue that point. And everybody I have ever heard argue that point all has one thing in common. They're not in a successful relationship. I've never heard anybody that argues that point who is with their fucking person. I never have. I've never seen that. Nope, I sure haven't. Don't neglect that, all right? Okie dokie, well, I do feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Now, this is normally where I would break out the little sign selector and roll this to see which sign is coming up next. But there was only 2 signs left, you and Virgo. So at the end of the last video, I just flipped a coin. But just to let you know, from now on, at the end of each video, I'm rolling this, and that'll tell us which sign comes up next until we get to the last 2 signs, and then we flip a coin. So, all right, don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And all of the career and finance readings are now available on my website, and there is even a bundle package for those of you who like to watch every video I put up on the internet because you like the advice. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. Oh, yeah, I got the mini readings on my website, too. Everybody's always writing me asking when I'm going to put those back on. I put them on and take them off and put them on and take them off, and they're on for now, okay? So the mini readings are back on there, and I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.